Hey everybody, this is a video that is designed to help you with your course selection for science classes for our incoming freshmen. Okay, biology is a requirement for all students, and we happen to have three options for kids to choose. Okay, we have standard biology, we have honors biology, and honors ICB, which is integrated chem bio. Standard bio is what you would expect to have in your normal biology class. By the way, at any point during this video, if you'd like to pause to read the slides, please do not hesitate to do so. I'm not going to read all the details on every slide. And it has all the general things that you would find in your standard biology class. Approximately 60 to 70% of our students take this course. It is much more of a teacher-centered environment where material is presented by the teacher, and then the students have ample time to practice and problem solve with the information. And the teachers are there at a high level to help the students understand the material. The amount of repetition in this course is definitely higher than in the other honors courses, which I'll talk about. And homework can be anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes on a given day, maybe a little bit longer on a test day. Honors biology is pretty much the same curriculum as your standard biology class, except the topics are going to go into much greater detail, much greater depth, and we'll be going at a little bit faster pace. Students here will be expected to be able to do a little bit more independent work, and we'll be looking to focus on the concepts in more greater detail. One kind of advantage of being in the honors bio is if for some reason this course was chosen and found to be too rigorous or too difficult, a lot of times at mid-year some students can drop down to standard bio. And if you are in standard bio and maybe halfway through the year you found out that it was too easy for you, well then there are sometimes kids that will move up to honors bio for the second semester for a greater challenge. And like I said, honors biology is a much more of a self-motivated class. Students are expected to kind of manage their time a little bit better. There is definitely more reading and opportunities for critical thinking and data analysis. And the homework expectations are a little bit stronger and a little bit heavier for this. And really it's looking for a student who is very self-motivated and can self-advocate for themselves when they are looking for some help. Integrated Chem Bio is the third option and tends to be for our highest of students. For the most part, the first year of Integrated Chem Bio, which is a 2-year program, the first year is basically the sophomore year chemistry. So for the most part, they're taking chemistry first, and then as a sophomore, they will take their biology view with a chemistry background. So when you get into the microbiology, you're going to be able to look at it in the eyes of understanding chemistry, which people taking honors biology are unable to do. As well as when you take the macrobiology parts of ICB2, you can also understand the chemistry impacts much more clearly than somebody who had not taken chemistry previously. To enroll in ICB1, Algebra 1 is a requirement, and it is a prerequisite to have completed that. If you are in Project Synergy, this course is required, but you do not have to be in Project Synergy to be in ICB. I teach the ICB course, and one of my sections has the Project Synergy kids, and 2 of my sections do not have the Synergy kids in it. This class is even more student-centered than the honors bio. A lot of times the information is presented, the students try to figure out what the information is supposed to represent. They can work individually in small groups, and eventually, maybe a day or so, the teacher then will be involved in the process and help the students fill in the gaps through question and answering sessions to fulfill that understanding of the topic. We're looking for students to be very self-advocating. If you need help, it is very important that a student be able to be comfortable asking teachers for help when things are unclear. Homework is very variable in this class. Some students don't have very much homework in this class, but some students have a tremendous amount of homework, depending on how much work they get done in class time and just how intellectual they are and how quickly they are able to comprehend materials. Again, this slide just kind of presents the idea that, be prepared for more abstract ideas. This is chemistry, which, usually saved for the sophomore student, but we're kind of pushing the envelope with a little bit with our top freshmen. Okay, this is a slide kind of provides an outline of their future. If you'd like to pause and kind of take a look at this a little bit, you can look at that. One thing to point out that ICB is a 2-year commitment. While these 2 biology classes, if you find you misplaced yourself, it's not too hard to move a kid from one section to another. But if ICB, you find, so you have to really make sure that you are somebody who wants to be in this environment, because it's challenging for the schedule makers to adjust if you find it to be too challenging for you. Okay. Here's another slide. I'm not going to read through everything. These last few slides kind of have a lot of detail. One thing to very much point out is the fact that all of these courses will prepare kids for college. There is really no huge advantage of taking a regular or honors class, except for the point that the rigor is much more apparent, and the need for students to be self-motivated and self-advocates will be much more enhanced in the higher level classes. I'm not going to read through all this information, but just if you'd like to pause and read this, if you're considering honors bio, take a look at this checklist and see if this matches what your child might be thinking. Here's another slide that is kind of the same thing, but for ICB. If your child is considering ICB, take a look at this checklist. Go ahead, pause, and do that now. And then the last slide we have is just a little bit more information, because usually the biggest thing we have questions about is ICB. So here's what year 1 looks like, and then here's what year 2 looks like for ICB. So if you'd like to pause this section, that's great. And if you have any other questions with regards to selections, the person to call would be our department lead teacher, which happens to be Jared McCall. And you can call the school and they will be able to allow you to get a hold of him. Besides that, I hope this information was helpful to you, and have a great night.